What is up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. It's been, man, what is this, November now? We are live. We're live, right? Give me a thumbs up, guys. Good to go, yeah. It has been, geez, it's November now, so. I don't know, it's been more than 6 months, right? My last show was, last podcast was back in April.
Good Lord, it's been that long?
April, yeah, that was the last time that we did a show here. So I'm trying to keep this so that we can pull up. We can pull up and see the live video, and if anybody gets on here, we can interact with what they're saying. Should have like an actual live thing on here. Yeah, it's been since April, since the last show, of course. Just a little bit of hiatus to go on. A little bit. Call it, guys.
And that's
more
just
than a little bit.
the last show you did here.
That was
right?
the last show I did here, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and well, see what it is their production company. They started up and they had events going on for the spring and then all throughout the summertime and up through the fall a little bit as well. So everything gets moved out of here. All the lights, all the equipment, everything you see, all of this, the gear, the audio equipment, all this gets moved out and it gets taken on the road to the different shows that they do. And yeah, that's why I couldn't record here. But he had given me that camera to use so that I could experiment with that a little bit throughout the summer, make that vlog at Mountain Music Fest, which was a lot of fun, and, you know, just try things out, I suppose. So, yeah, now we're back here. It's November. Thanksgiving is a week from today. Today's November 17th. I can't believe it. It's been flying by. Here we go. Oh, we are live. You can see it right there, too. You're commenting on it. Thanks for watching. There we go. Good to go, guys. So, can you hear the audio from my laptop? Yes? Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Alright, perfect. So, looks like there's about like a 5-second delay on here. What do you think?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, give or take. Okay.
About 7-8 seconds, I'd say.
Johnny, how's the mic sound? Oh, you guys don't have everything's good? Okay. So, I guess without further ado, we're going to get into this. Sitting in here with me this evening, we've got my buddy Alex Garcia. Oh, this is the camera over here. There he goes. Getting back in the hang of it. Alex, say what's up.
What's up, y'all?
So,
How y'all doing?
For those of you who don't know Alex, this guy on the end, he's new to the show. He's new. He's a guest. We haven't got his name yet. He's been a little bit quiet so far, but I think eventually we'll get around to interviewing him and figuring out what he's doing here.
He looks a bit stiff.
Yeah, it looks like he needs to eat a little bit too. He needs some energy.
Me or him?
Both of you guys. And, yeah, more about it. We should come up with a name for him. We were talking about that earlier, but we hadn't really got into it much.
Yeah, we'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure it out. We've got plenty of time to figure it out. So, but yeah, man, thanks for coming on. You know, I don't know. We've been wanting to do this for a minute. I know we recorded one back in. I looked at the SD card, and the one that we had shot at my house in the dining room. That was back in. That was like the second week of June. That was like a week after Mountain Music Fest, and I couldn't believe that's been 5 months now. How quickly that went by. Yeah, so, you know, to be actually here at the shop and doing this and doing it the right way, the way that I want to do it, it feels good to be back in here, back in the saddle again, and, yeah, rocking it. So, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know we were supposed to do this yesterday, of course, but some things came up, right?
Adulting, what can I say?
Yeah, well, you know, things happen, and I forgive you, and thank you for apologizing and keeping me in the loop on it, but, you know, shit happens sometimes, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, communication goes a long way.
Yeah, it does.
But as a horrible anxiety mess that I am, you know, sometimes I just shut down, but hey, it's all about that communication. Just even if it's after the fact, just be like, hey man, you know, appreciate it. You know,
Right.
Don't leave me hanging next time.
Right, I know. And that's sometimes, I'm sure, you know, it happens with a lot of people, but Just our little thing yesterday. Alex had some stuff come up. We were supposed to be here at the shop to record the podcast, and he had some family matters that came up, and he hadn't responded to me. I don't know. I thought maybe something was wrong. I was kind of upset about it, and he ended up getting around to message me and let me know that everything was okay. And then, we talked today, and he apologized about it, and that really meant a lot to me. So I appreciate that.
I appreciate the fact that you accepted my apology, man. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Sometimes I hold grudges over shit, but in life, you shouldn't hold grudges. And the sooner that you can, work things out with people or like talk to people or, forgive people, then, you can let go of some of that shit a little bit. So not that I've got anything built up against you, but just some wisdom over time.
How could you? How could anybody?
Right, right.
I'm frail.
You're frail.
Forgive me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit chubby right now. I'm not asking for forgiveness, but man, I certainly need to take a little break on the foods that I'm eating, the sugars that I'm consuming.
Okay, I didn't
It's
say
some
that.
exercise. Oh, I know that. It's just like my own mental thoughts going in here. Can you see what we see over here? I see some comments coming in, but I can't read it. I guess people just tagging each other in the comments. But hey, shout out to the few that are watching right now. Today is Thursday. Like I said, a week from Thanksgiving. You got any plans for Thanksgiving? Any family plans?
Yeah, drink a lot of beer, take control of the Bluetooth speaker immediately when I get to my parents' house, and eat just a lot, as much as I can.
Is there like a particular, aside from turkey, obviously, is there like a particular go-to that you enjoy the most, like a particular side that you enjoy the most?
Are we talking about the actual dinner or the dessert? Does it matter what
Well,
area?
you make a fine point there. Let's start out with dinner first, and then we'll go to dessert.
I don't know about you or any of you guys out there. I am a slut for mashed potatoes.
Slut.
I'm sorry, bro. Especially if you have the yeast rolls that you let sit for a couple hours, rise, and you bake them. You got them fresh yeast rolls, and you got homemade mashed potatoes. If they're Redskin mashed potatoes, shut the whole fucking thing down, man. Like, there's not going to be any potatoes after that.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I'm like a carb guy. Potatoes, bread, anything. Really, honestly, I don't even care.
I like red potatoes, and having the skins in them too, that makes it a little bit more fancy. But you know what is like the most fancy potato, I feel like, if you're going to try to impress people at the dinner table?
What's that?
It's the purple potato.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's like some kind of fucking hybrid potato, but it's purple. You can find it in the small, you can find it at Kroger in the small, like, what they call the Kroger brand that's not like the off-brand Kroger brand. It's not the Psst brand. It's something's Private Select. There you go. You can find it in the Private Select bags over there in the veggies, and they're like purple and some might be yellow.
That's the Kroger brand of Kroger brand though. Like that's like
Well,
how Walmart is great value. You have private selection for Kroger.
Yeah, but there's something else that's Kroger brand. It's the Psst brand.
You're like, psst, don't buy this.
Psst, it's junk. Psst. Psst, this toilet paper is gonna make you regret buying it. Psst.
I don't know about you.
I don't buy this psst, toilet paper. So.
I mean, I've been in some situations where toilet paper wasn't really an option, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
I feel like there's certain things you can't skip out on in life, and like having name brand like good toilet paper is one of them.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, it's better than having to spit on a coffee filter, use a sock or, God forbid, an Alabama wet wipe.
Well, I never spit on the coffee filter, but I've certainly wetted a few down, and I've certainly wetted a few socks in my lifetime. But I live in West Virginia, bro, and I don't know nothing about Alabama wet wipe, so you're gonna have to explain a little bit more in detail.
Just spit in your hand and wipe, bro.
Oh yeah, that sounds like India. Hey, in Alabama, you got mixed up, bro.
Good Lord, my grass.
So I hope there's nobody from India watching right now.
There is no malice intent.
No malice intent.
That needs to be stated.
We just like to joke and kid,
Take everything we say with a grain of salt, because it's gonna be like the grossest shot of tequila with no salt, no sugar, no nothing. So be ready for that.
Just raw dogging it.
What was that? Right before we started this podcast, we were talking about how we liked everything raw.
No.
I mean, borderline steaks.
What are we talking about? Is raw.
Steaks, papers.
I said rare. I was talking about being rare. Does that make me a rare person because I was one out of 235 that thought something was funny?
I mean, other than that,
it makes it rare.
I don't know about you, man. I would eat a steak.
Bleed,
the lowest level I will take my meat. As long as it's not mooing, I'll eat it.
Okay. You sound like Crystal.
Well, sometimes I honestly just kind of wonder, like, it might be the primal instinct in me, but like, I really just want to run up and bite a cow in the ass just to see, like, if it gives me that gratification that I'm looking for when I'm eating jerky, any type of ground beef.
Well, it's over 40 pounds, so you can't molest it or anything.
Oh my God.
Not legally here in West Virginia, right?
Yes, my grass. Yes, that is.
You want to elaborate on why I just said that?
I don't make the laws for this state, sir.
Yeah,
but I will elaborate on that. I will say that, apparently it is a law in the state of West Virginia, in this great state of the best Virginia of West Virginia.
West by God.
West by God, Virginia.
West by Cal, Virginia.
That you are legally allowed to have sexual relations with an animal as long as it weighs, and I'm not mistaking when I say under 40 pounds. Under 40 pounds.
Under 40 pounds, okay. So, like cats, dogs.
As long as it's under 40 pounds.
Well, remember that story that I told you about? We skipped over what's good for dessert and went right into some shitty jokes here. But remember that story I was telling you about earlier? We were talking about, having...
Oh, Lord, are you about to tell me the high school kid?
Yeah. So we were talking about how it's legal to have sex with animals in West Virginia as long as they're over 40 pounds, like you just mentioned, which I find very disgusting. And it's
if you get caught.
There's some animals down on fucking Capitol Street, bro, but they're over 40 pounds.
Look, there's a lot of farm life in this state, man, okay?
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, this could be like a brother, sister, hey, third, second cousin. Like,
there's sisters, brothers.
we're pretty distant out there.
Well, it is West Virginia,
Look, I'm going to speak the same way. Within laws and reason, do what you want to be happy.
Yeah. Well, in this case, don't go, like, molesting any animals, I suppose. But it is legal in West Virginia, so I suppose.
My grass and myself are heavily against fornicating with animals.
Yeah, I'm not into bestiality, but I do have a story about somebody that...
Oh, my God.
I gotta pull it back up here so you can see what's
Good Lord.
We got 5 watchers now. Shout out to the 5 watchers on the stream. Thanks for watching. So in
this many.
Middle school and high school, there was this kid who was he was a special needs student, and he's kind of a troubled kid. I dropped something here. Didn't really matter. Anyways, this kid, he's a special needs student, and he had issues. We'll just put it like that. And after high school, he had made the news, the local news here, WCHS TV, where he was found out in Allen Creek having sex with a goat, dressed in women's lingerie, with some Playboy magazine centerfolds all spread out below for him to, I guess, arouse himself if the goat wasn't doing the trick. Yeah. Wild. And that's not just like some sort of like weird goat pun sort of thing in there either, but or like sheep pun. It was either goat or a sheep, but yeah, was caught having sex with this animal in women's lingerie and with the Playboys out on the ground.
This dude has a more interesting sex life than I do, I'll tell you that much.
He gets more action than you do?
I wouldn't say that.
Nah, well, it's a crazy story, and it's like that. I don't know. I guess anything's possible. It is West Virginia, but still. So shout out to anybody from GW that remembers that, or who knows who I'm talking about.
I have to ask, Mike Grass. With the previous conversation.
Yeah, of course.
Do you, by chance, know how much that goat weighed?
69 pounds.
So I'm assuming this person probably got in a little bit of a legal issue. Right?
I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine so. They probably threw his ass out at South Central and then had him evaluated, had his brain evaluated, and then probably moved him from there, but maybe hopefully somewhere else. But I don't know. His mugshot's probably still online. I remember his first name. I can't really remember his last name, but
yeah, things that concern me are people that like I know but don't know that did that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like every time it's just like, oh, person like did this or did that, and it's something crazy. I just want to go on and be like, who? Is there information yet? How old? Where are they from?
Right.
What's their name? Like I need to know this stuff.
I need the details. I need the facts, bro.
Oh yeah, man. There's been a few things that have happened around town in the past few years that I've been like, oh my God, I know that person. Interesting story, actually. I went to work.
Yeah.
I worked with this one girl, man, down at that Hardee's down there on McCorkle.
The Hardee's on McCorkle at the bottom of Montrose?
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I used to work there. That was the first job I ever had. I worked there for about 2.5 years, man. I worked with this chick, and she kind of seemed a little nutty, like just off, you know what I mean? Like, she didn't seem crazy. She didn't seem like she had like some ill intentions or nothing like that, but it was just like, this chick's weird, you know? Like, I can't put my finger on it. I don't really know what's going on. But like, we worked together, you know. I invited her to like go to a party with us one time, and like even at the party it was just like this really weird vibe. Like, you don't belong here with the type of people that are here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, fast forward like 1.5 years, this chick stabs a fucking guy
She stabs a guy.
multiple times.
Yeah, really?
That in the mugshot, she's just like super happy about it. Like, this dude did something to her, bro, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's no way he didn't, but at the same time I'm just kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Like, these are people I've worked with. Like, this shit could have walked in the back, got a fucking bread knife, and just came out and been like, hey. Shit like that.
I guess if she was stab happy, you know.
Well, like I said, she always just seemed a little bit off to me, man. Like, I never exactly knew, like, how to place her. Like, usually when you meet somebody, you just get that general vibe for them. Like, I could hang with this person, or I can't hang with this person. Like, this chick was just like, what is the vibe here?
Right.
Like, I don't know, kind of like
some people
low-key.
you can just tell, like, if you can, you know, catch on to their vibes, that they're odd. What's up, dude? I don't know. I've certainly met some weird people in my lifetime. You just get like a kind of eerie vibe about them, but never anybody that I could say was like a stabber. Maybe. I think I've ever met anybody that killed anyone. Then again, I don't know. You pass a lot of people in public every day, and you don't know what their backgrounds are. So
That's facts.
yeah,
That's 100%.
so you don't know what kind of lifestyle that they live, or you know, so just you never know. Think about whenever you go to music festivals, like what kind of people that you're bumping into in the crowds. Like if they're just like some Dusty Wook, or like, you know, some Grateful Dad, or if it's like some lawyer that's been like
Some
listening to
Grateful Dad.
fucking Fish for the last, you know, 30 years, that has a tie-dye shirt on, or if it's like Feds with dreads, or yeah.
You see this stuff all the time in Fest too, man. It's just like, hey guys, do you know where to get any of the weeds? So you're a fucking cop, bro. You better go to a Dead and Company show. This ain't gonna work here. Uno momento, por favor, senor.
Okay. Bogarting it here. I see.
I need the CBD, man. It's relaxing.
See, the title of the live show, or the feed is Podcast. Am I able to edit that on? I think I can. Podcast. I can't, but unless I go as live at the shop here, man. Let's see here. Anyways, let's see. Earlier, we've been jumping around here in a couple different things. We talked about desserts. What's your favorite go-to dessert for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I am so glad you asked, because I hope somebody out here has the same sentiment I do. And this can't be no bake cheesecake type deal. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't gonna be like, ooh, I just set this thing up and let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours. Like, no, I'm talking, you gotta get the Oreos. You gotta crush the Oreos to make the crust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You make the cheesecake homemade, like you're supposed to.
Like, you get the graham crackers, and then you mix those with
You don't need graham crackers.
Yeah, you got to get the graham crackers for the crust, and butter, and mix that together.
This is not that
in.
kind of cheesecake.
Oh, okay.
This is an Oreo cheesecake.
Oreo cheesecake. Oh, I got you. You did say Oreos.
Like grade A, top tier Oreo cheesecake. You take the Oreo cookies, you crush the cookies to make the crust. You take the cream cheese, and I'm not Gordon Ramsay. Okay, I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know how to bake, unless, you know, That's it. That's it.
For me. Can you reach it?
Good Lord, yeah.
I know. I should just do this too. Here, like. Okay.
But yeah, no. Oreo cheesecake by far.
Okay, I gotta move it back now.
Move it back.
Okay. All right. Sorry, pops.
Don't touch the mic.
Don't touch the mic.
Oreo cheesecake, hands down, if it's made properly.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like some easy BS fucking dessert that somebody just threw together, I'll sell it for some chocolate pie as long as you got some Cool Whip.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not the type of dude that's just like mostly pie, a little bit of Cool Whip. It's like the Cool Whip is the pie, but the actual pie is the center of the Cool Whip. That's
Right.
the type of guy that I am.
So you like the Cool Whip mixed in with the pie to make it.
Yeah, I
Nice-
like cream
nice
pies,
feel.
Mike Grass. That's what I like. I
Yeah,
like
I
cream
bet
pies.
you do like cream pies.
Especially them double oatmeal cream pies, bro. Little
You-
Debbie B.
You like Danny's cream pies?
I do.
I've had Danny's cream pies before, believe it or not.
I like that reference. I've
Yeah.
never had the physical cream pies.
Right.
I'm definitely interested in trying those.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a nice fucking reference you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
there, man. I like that.
Shout out to Danny Duncan, which who would never watch this, but there's my reference.
Hey, you never know, man.
Yeah, Danny's cream pies. It's obviously a play on words, but that's a ice cream slash merch shop that he has down in Inglewood, Florida. Danny Duncan, of course, is a famous YouTuber, and he's my age, 31, and has made it really well. Been very successful with it. But yeah, his store is called Danny's Cream Pies, and they sell basic ice cream from like Sam's Club and some cream pies if you manage to get the cream pie, and
That's pretty cool.
also his merch in there
Wait,
too.
where did you say you got those from? Did you say Sam's Club?
Yeah, well, I'm sure like his stuff is. They're like snow cones, or not snow cones. They're like drumsticks and like.
Do they have free
ice cream
samples?
cakes. No, they don't have free. They're like only $1 for
But
the
bro,
ice cream.
if you
right?
can get them at Sam's, there needs to be free samples for that.
Not exactly. You can get toilet paper at Sam's, and there's no free samples.
I
for
mean,
it.
be honest. Like when you buy a Sam's Club membership,
Yeah.
like just the fact that they give out free samples of stuff, I'll be doing laps, bro. That Sam's Club membership pays for itself in food alone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, hey, you like this teriyaki chicken? Yeah. Can I get another one? Yeah. Go to the next one. Eat something else. Come back. Hey, I really like that chicken. Let me try one more.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a limit, or they just keep hooking you up.
I'm actually kind of curious about that myself, man. I've never been in a position where I've been turned down for free samples.
Yeah.
Like that would definitely be an interesting thing to come across. It's like, wait, what?
You should go in there and try it.
Well, did you ever see the episode of The Office where it was like vegetarian bacon? And Ron Swanson,
No.
he went and took it, and he was just like, oh, I'd like to try that. And he took it, and she gave him a piece. He took it. He just tossed it in the trash. He was like, another, please. Took it, threw it in the trash. I felt that in my soul.
You felt the same desire to take vegetarian bacon and throw it in the trash, or to waste food.
No, I felt the action that he did, right? So, like, when it was just like this fake bacon, trash. I felt that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that bacon should be in any other form except real bacon.
Okay. What about Canadian bacon?
That's ham.
What about turkey bacon?
That's not bacon.
Still bacon. It's labeled as bacon.
Yeah, well, it's not.
So
not
it's
bacon.
not pork belly, but it's still bacon. By like marketing or by labeling.
It's easier to cook. I'll give it that. It's way easier to cook turkey bacon than it is to cook.
I wouldn't know.
actual
That
bacon.
still tastes like shit, bro. You don't eat turkey bacon.
It's not bad if you make it right.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. I was gonna say dog shit would probably taste good if you made it right too, but I don't think you can make dog shit taste
So
good.
you put
either
enough
way.
seasoning on it, bro. I'm sure it'll taste
Yeah,
good.
Just put more Cajun on there, man. That's all you need. Or
More
clove of
Cajun.
garlic in there with it.
Good lord.
Man, okay, so yeah, Thanksgiving's coming up. Also, with Thanksgiving, there comes Black Friday. Black Friday specials. You know what I hate about Black Friday?
Just be a normal fucking person and do Cyber Monday.
Or Small Business Saturday.
That works too.
Yeah, there you go.
Fully support
I
that.
support both of
Don't
them.
be the asshole that goes out and fucking stomps somebody out over a fucking TV you could have bought it any other time of the year.
No, don't be the asshole that goes out and leaves their family behind on Thanksgiving night so that they can get the good deals,
And I'm not.
the early Black Friday deals on Thanksgiving
Look,
night.
I don't
Yeah.
want to shit on people who do the Black Friday stuff. Like, I'm sure that there is enjoyment in it, and I'm sure that there's reasons that people go that
Oh,
aren't
there's a rush.
like the stereotypical ones. Like, ooh, shit's cheaper. Let me just fucking be selfish. Like, I'm sure there's other people who really like do just like wait in line and
Right.
like just want to buy stuff cheaper because that's their best option. But to all the people who just like to stampede people
Yeah.
and just like run over people, you guys are dicks. You should stop it.
Well, I don't know. I do know. I've never been out there on Black Friday to get any of those deals. I don't want to be out there in public and fighting with a bunch of people and all that bullshit. I'd rather be home with my family.
Just order it off
enjoying
fucking
that,
Amazon on Monday.
right? Enjoying
That's my
that
whole
time
point.
together, you know, because it only happens one time a year, and I mean, fuck, you can get deals all the time on the internet and locally too. So that's, you know, it is what it is. But if you want to fall into like the consumerism and, you know, fall for that sort of thing and give up that valuable time with your family and friends, well, I guess go right for it. But me, I'm opposite.
I've never been, so I don't really have a solid standpoint on it.
Yeah.
Like, I've never just been like, ooh, yeah, cheap shit.
I'm sure somebody could argue, be like, well, like, you know, I'm single, and my family doesn't live around here, and I need a good TV. And
I mean, it
blah,
just
blah,
sounds
blah,
like it
blah.
sucks no matter which way you go about it. It's just like,
Somebody
yeah,
say,
let's get up at
some-
fucking 3 a.m., go stand in line for God knows how long.
You
Like-
go pop a 10 out front of Best Buy
No.
and fucking
No,
freeze
bro.
my nuts off all night
That's
so
too
I can
much,
get a
bro. Like, I don't care about
flat screen
stuff.
TV that half the size of my living room wall.
I don't care about stuff like that. Like, if it's not available for Cyber Monday, tough shit. Like, that's just how it is for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be sad about it though.
Well, the same deals will follow through on Cyber Monday. I'll tell you, you know, since last year, there was that shortage, that supply chain shortage. All the companies that produce like electronics and goods and stuff, they made a lot extra so that it could be sold, and it didn't sell because, well, one, inflation's up. Two, people just don't have the money, obviously through inflation, but people just don't have the amount of money to spend on things that they used to, you know, in years previous. So these companies have been left with basically a shit ton of inventory. So they're slashing the deals for Q4 in order to move all this, you know, old inventory that didn't sell, you know, previously throughout the year. So
That's
you
a smart
can,
business move,
yeah,
man.
well, they've got to. They're actually taking cuts. So they're taking losses in order to get rid of stuff. Like, you can get one of those. What kind of laptops are they? It's like it's a laptop. Crystal's got one. It's a laptop it's made by Google, and it doesn't have like a hard drive in it, so you can only have like apps. It's a really shitty one, essentially. But you can get one of these things. It's called I can't remember. It'll come to me. But you can get one of those new at Walmart right now for like $79.99. And in the past, it was like $150 brand new. At least it was 2 years ago when I went to go buy hers. So, I mean, that's an excellent deal for somebody wanting to get one, although it is a shitty one. But, like, I don't know. We should check the prices on some of the other stuff, like televisions or, like, Xboxes or things like that, and see what the prices are now compared to how they had been.
My whole thing is that the discount that they would give you is not enough to make me want to go out of my house and
Oh, yeah,
risk
yeah,
getting
that's-
into a
I
fist
totally
fight
agree with that.
or
That's-
getting trampled.
Right. I'd rather do all that on Cyber Monday and,
Yeah, like,
you know.
just material things in general, man. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't. It just doesn't make sense to me, I guess. I'm just like, yeah, like, I get it, kind of, but, like, at the same time, it's like, we live in an age now where you just order everything off the internet. So, like,
Yeah, for sure.
let's just phase out of the trampling people down for cheap stuff and just wait until Monday and then order it off the internet.
You ever heard like these horror stories of people that get trampled or like killed, or like the fights that happen? You know, obviously, it seems pretty common, but just like how
yes.
ridiculous that is, that people let their emotions get to that extreme. You know,
They're only human, man.
and we all make mistakes. Certainly, I've made some mistakes in my past, but like it is, I'm sure there's people that say the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just bad. Stay home with your family. Enjoy the time that you have with them, because life's too short, and you never know what will happen tomorrow. But that deal will always probably still be there tomorrow. Look at that. Yeah, get on it. All right. Ooh, close up on my big bald head there. It's looking good though. I don't know if you noticed, I shaved my hair, trimmed my beard down a little bit the other day.
It's a solid look, man.
Yeah, I guess so. They say I look good bald. And I can pull it off pretty well. That's what they say.
I just own it, man.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, grass doesn't grow on busy street. It doesn't grow on a rock either, but hey, you know. So, yeah, trimmed this all up the other day. I realized, here, I got a picture. I'll show it to you. Didn't realize how dark my hair has actually become as I've gotten older, because it was like jet blonde when I was a little kid. Here you go. Check that out. Maybe in the future we'll be able to like pull up a shot of what we're looking at that'll be behind us and be able to see it.
That camera might be able to catch it somewhere.
Oh yeah, they've got the camera on Mr. Bones over there right now.
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones, yeah, I like that for now. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how much it is dark though, because it used to be really blonde when I was a little kid, and of course, like that happens. That's normal. Kids will have really blonde hair, and then it darkens out as they get older.
Oh, yeah.
Man, so yeah, and then the beard, man. My beard, I haven't let my beard grow out this much. This is no shave November, but I'm kind of working on like a no shave August here. I gotta say now, I've kind of broken that rule though, because I trimmed it up a little bit yesterday. It is
Well,
bushy.
trimming isn't shaving.
It's not.
It's important distinction.
It's manscaping. Does this count as manscaping if it's still on my face, or is that only like below the waist?
I feel like it's everything from top down.
From top to the bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe that company Manscaped will end up seeing this podcast and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's got a beard. We're gonna like hook him up with something. Like,
Yeah,
hook me
let's
up
do
with some
that.
ball trimmers,
Some ball trimmers.
some gooch trimmers,
Good lord.
yeah, something like that. It's gotta be easy. And of course, you need to get like the gel, the cooling gel, because you can't shave your face. Or well, I wouldn't put cooling gel on my boys, but that's the equivalent of putting like icy hot down there.
I think I can confidently say I've never put anything on my boys. unless there was a time I ate hot wings
Yeah.
and went to go pee
Mm-hmm.
without realizing, hey, like, wash your hands first.
Right.
Or you're in for a bad time.
Dude, I'll tell this joke. Some of my close friends have heard it, obviously, if any of them watch. And the two people would mention here, they've now, it's my brother and my brother's friend John. And Trey and John, they both died. They died in the last 2 years, something like that, 2 or 3 years. And I can joke about it now. It's when it happened when we were little kids, but they're not here, so they can't kick my ass for getting any sort of embarrassment out of it. But we must have been like, I don't know, I was like maybe 11 or 12, and Trey and John, they're about 2 years older than me, something like that. They were born in 89, I was born in 91, so yeah, 2 years older than me, so they were like 13. And John would come over to our house for like sleepovers, like on Fridays. He'd like parents get pizza, do all shit, and boys like have like play games, whatever the fuck that we do. And sometimes we'd like play pranks on one another. Like my older brother would like dare us, like, hey, like I dare you to do this, or generally the ultimatum was, I dare you to do this, or like I'm gonna beat you up if you don't do it. So it's kind of like a lose-lose situation for some things. But I don't know, at this point in time, he had dared me to fuck with John while he was asleep. So John passed out on the floor late at night. We're still up. He must have been like the first one to pass out or something, yeah. So late at night, there's this bottle of Bengay that is in the bathroom. You know what Bengay is, right? It's like icy hot. Yeah, so my brother was like, yeah, bro. He's like, put on one of those gloves over there, grab that Bengay and fucking squirt a big dollop of it in your hand. He's like, I dare you to fucking rub it on Tully's ass. And it was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. For whatever reason, I like thought it was good. Maybe he might have said, I'm gonna beat you up. Probably not. I probably just thought, yeah, that's gonna be funny as fuck. Oh yeah, it was funny as shit. I like put a big old dollop on my hand and did this motion. Got that glove all lubed up, and I like credit card swiped his butt cheeks, whoosh, like that. And he woke up like in agonizing pain.
Wow.
Hopped up and sprinted to the bathroom. Was in there like cussing at me. Well, I was trying to wash it off, but with the hot water comes also the hot sensation, the icy in the hot. Yeah, so yeah, but
Wow.
why? Because I'm a fucking dumbass little kid, or it's listen to what your brother tells you to do, or do something. We did all kinds of crazy shit, bro. That ain't nothing. But he ended up getting me back not too long after that, and it did not feel good. That's how I know what the pain and the feeling of icy hot is in between areas that it should not be at. Or it's not an orifical. It's not an orifice. It's a crevice. Yeah.
Good lord, bro.
Good lord, yeah, crazy shit. But and Trey and John, it's kind of crazy. And I think about that, people that you're talking about, people earlier that we've lost over time, whether it was during COVID, or it's just been from drugs, or generally drugs or COVID. It's like everybody handles the loss in different ways. Sometimes it's hard to understand other people and how they deal with a loss and their mindset of things, whether they take it out by, drinking, or I don't know, take it out like some ways on themselves, like they could have done more in some ways to help, someone, or I don't know. Yeah, life's weird sometimes, I guess.
It certainly can be.
Yeah, deep moment here, guys. So I lost my brother. There's a lot of stuff to talk about here tonight, but I lost Trey, my brother, in January of 2021. So yeah, it'll be 2 years coming up next 2 months from now. And yeah, it's just weird, man. Not like a shocker, like kind of a shocker, but not, because he lived such a unhealthy lifestyle. Yeah, and then like when it finally happens, it happens. Like you can't believe it, but it does. It's always. I always felt like so used to hearing other people whose family members or friends who had passed away, who had died from overdoses, and just be blatant with it, who had died from overdoses, who died from fentanyl poisoning, and it seemed all so common. And then like it happens, and it happens to you. It happens to somebody in your family, somebody like really close to you, and yeah. Just hits differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a lot of a lot of friends from high school had overdosed on drugs. It was kind of like around the same time. It was like 2016, 2017. It's like the height of the opioid epidemic here.
Yeah, it's still strong, bro.
Yeah, it sucks,
Still
man.
strong.
It's a plague.
It is a plague. It is, it's the real pandemic, I feel like, in many ways. There are more people in our age group of like 20 to like 35, something like that, maybe 18 to 30 or something like that. More people in that age range that died from overdose, like heroin overdoses or fentanyl overdoses last year than had died from COVID-19. Yeah, it's like, I don't really want to get into talk about like COVID and all that bullshit, but it's just talking about overdoses, like that really should be the drug epidemic that's going on. That should be more of a focus and more, publicized, more talked about and cared about. And it's like, I don't know. It's this whole fucking rabbit trail to hop down there through. I'm thinking of stuff right now, but anyways. I know they help people and they fucking give people places they can shoot up drugs and do it with clean needles, and they give people free crack pipes and shit like that too, which I'm against. I guess, doing a drug and doing it safely is good, but also there should be some sort of drug prevention and awareness too,
It's a difficult topic to bring up and try to figure out.
Try to go down that trail. I'll have to leave that for another time. Maybe get somebody that's like an addiction counselor or something we could get on here that want to talk with, or somebody else that has had, I don't know, somebody that's a recovering addict or it's already recovered, or I don't know. Anyways, I was gonna go back to we had talked about trying to do some bits on the show, on the podcast. I think I want to have Alex as my co-host on here regularly, at least when he can come on and join me with it. So you'll get to see his face more often. I'm looking over here at Johnny and not at the camera, and this one over here as well. But yeah, so you'll see Alex more often. I think we'd like to try to do some bits and keep things original, but like funny and somewhat entertaining as well. So whether it's just us bullshitting or talking back and forth or talking about maybe some current events or other things going on that we find interesting. We want to try to keep it relevant. Now I'm going here to remember I said I was going to favorite all of my screenshots earlier, some things we could talk about. So we're gonna roll up here. Let's see. You use Twitter any? You have a Twitter account?
I do not.
No. You know that you can buy your blue check mark and be verified for $8 now?
Didn't they stop doing that?
Maybe in the last few days, but have they? Update me. Have they stopped doing that in the last few days?
I have no idea.
I know that somebody's account got hacked and some company lost some sort of money over it because the account was hacked, and they thought that something was going on. Maybe I should. Johnny's not here. Johnny, we need a fact check. But yeah, I don't know. You know anything about it now? Have they stopped giving selling blue check marks for $8 on Twitter?
I just heard they stopped doing it.
Okay, well, I
Because
got
chaos ensued immediately after it was available, so everybody was posing as famous people and just saying completely absurd shit.
right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is correct.
It was chaos as soon as it unfolded. So
Hey, I pay.
they were like, "Yeah, we just can't do that. That's not okay."
I would pay $8 to be Alex Garcia for a day and just shit post that account left and right.
Dude, I'm that every day for free. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10.
Hey, I'm locked out of my Twitter account. I need to be able to figure out how to get back in. Maybe now that Elon's running it, like some things have changed and they'll hook me up with the password reset or something.
I have no idea how Twitter works, bro. Never had one.
Well, I got on the other day. I wanted to look and see what Elon Musk's Twitter says, his bio, and it shows his background is looks like the moon, or maybe the Earth. Maybe it's it looks like the Earth or the moon or something like that, and a picture of a little kid answering a telephone, presumably Elon Musk when he was a child. But his bio, it reads Twitter complaint hotline director or operator, I should say, and his location is hell.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
You think the Twitter headquarters is hell? No comment. All right.
Done.
No comment from Mr. Alex. This week in news, it was announced on Monday that the Appalachian Power Park is going to be renamed the Go-Mart Ballpark. What do you think about that? I'd say it's a swing and a miss.
I appreciate that one.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I probably could have named it a little bit better.
What would you have named it?
Don't have one off the top of my head, but I don't think I don't think I would have settled for Go-Mart Ballpark. That's
The Go-Mart Ballpark.
that's
Hey, baby, we're going to go down to the Go-Mart Ballpark. Oh, who's playing? It's the Charleston Dirty Birds. Yeah, right. Like,
it just doesn't have that ring to it.
it doesn't. No, I mean, it kind of flows a little bit, the Go-Mart Ballpark, but
And then you had to throw the Dirty Birds on there first.
that's the name of their team
I
now.
know,
Yeah, it's not the Power Park anymore.
I know, but still.
Hey, somebody chose that name. I laughed both times. I laughed when I saw the name change. Charleston Dirty Birds is like, who lost a fucking bet on that? It's like, oh, flip a coin. Is it the Charleston Dirty Birds or is it the Charleston Clean Birds?
It's just a bad deal.
It's a bad deal either way. Well, at least they didn't name it the Parmar Ballpark.
It sounds a little bit better.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Or a Dollar General.
Or a Dollar General, or a Joe's Mart. What's it called? Joe Girte Mart?
Oh my god.
Joe Exotic Mart?
That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I'd go in there.
I'd spend some money.
Tigers everywhere.
Yeah, I want to see leopard print everything in the Joe Exotic Mart. I want my Powerball tickets to come out on leopard print fucking paper, bro. It's possible.
Make it happen.
I might have to pay an extra $1 for leopard print. What's it called, really? What's the one stop's being called now?
Joe's Quick Mart.
Joe's Quick Mart. Do you know who Joe is?
No clue.
No. It's not Joe Girte, is it? It's not Joe Exotic.
It's neither.
This is Joe Mama.
It's possible.
Possible it's Joe Mama.
I don't know who that guy is. I don't know why he owns all these stores.
Oh, okay. Is it Joe Arpile? It's not Joe Arpile.
No idea.
Okay. So I see a lot of Joe Arpile signs around the area about auctioning off properties. It's not Joe Arpile hasn't bought one stop, you don't think? And now it's Joe's, what is it? Joe's Parmar?
Quick Mart.
Joe's Quick Mart. How quick?
Well, I'm pretty fast, so if you go in there.
Is 5 seconds too quick?
That's pretty fast.
That's what she said.
I would hope.
Fall right into it. Hey, Hey,
I
I'm
would
sure.
hope.
I'm sure he could have said it too, but I don't know anything about that.
I was hit with a wave of disappointment when you said that. Oh my god.
Yeah, Gomart Ballpark. That is a name that's going to be around for the next years. They've signed a deal with the Power Park for the next 5 years to call it that. And of course, the Gomart company, they started out in Glasgow, West Virginia, back in, I believe, 1902 or 1922. Johnny, can I get a fact check? So that's what I was reading on here. I can't see it anymore because these are just the screenshots that I took the other day. But yeah, learn a little bit here as we go. Amid the war ruins in Ukraine, art blossoms under Banksy's touch. Do you know who Banksy is?
I do not.
Banksy is he's a well-known artist. Apparently not that well-known. Then Banksy's an artist. Give him the signal. Banksy's an artist that's known throughout Europe and, well, throughout the world, I would say now. Known best for some of his work that's done in peculiar places. One, for instance, is on some of these ruins in a city in the Ukraine. I'm not even going to... Yeah, I'm going to attempt it. Borodyanka. Oh, shit, wrong thing. Borodyanka in the Ukraine. Sorry, I touched the mic. There you go. And,
Don't touch the mic.
don't touch the mic. And, yeah, Banksy's been there putting up some artwork, doing his thing. It's pretty cool. Here's a picture of a girl doing a handstand that is on, it's on a wall. Here's another of a little boy tossing over his sensei. If you know what sensei is, that's your karate master. That's your karate teacher. He's throwing over his sensei in this cool picture here as well, if you'd like to check that out.
Wow.
Banksy's done some different art throughout the world. There was a piece that he did in London where after it was finished, or after like when it was found, they actually cut the wall out of this place and like put it up for auction. Yeah, pretty neat. So I'm sure other people know who Banksy is. There is some sort of crypto scandal that went on that was involved with the Ukraine government and some sort of donations used for medical campaigns and confidential items to the Democratic Party. I wanted to have to do a little bit more research on that, or maybe that's something we could talk about afterwards that go into full detail on. Let's see. A family-friendly Pride Festival features dildo ring toss game. It doesn't say what state this was in, but it shows two pictures, and there's some kids right next to it. Yeah. You think that's family-friendly?
No.
Well, I wonder why they would just assume that that's a family-friendly event. Why can't they just use, like, normal things to toss rings at? Are they going to...
That's a really bad case of parenting right there.
That is. Anybody that would think it's a good idea to take their child to a drag event, a drag show, bad parenting. Just in my opinion. I'm not a parent, but I don't have to be to say that's not a good call. And certainly one that has multicolored phallic objects with suction cups to a mirror on a table next to some children. Johnny, can you zoom in on this? I see my head zoomed in. Let's see if we can get it up close here. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, zoom on in there. Look at that. Isn't that wild? Yeah, courtesy of Libs of TikTok. Touch the screen. Oh, I see. I see. There we go. See, I was watching it on the on the laptop over here. There we go. It's gonna come back up here. There we go. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, poor sense of judgment there. There's been a lot of these family-friendly drag events going on throughout the United States, and people are taking their kids there, and like I'm all for inclusiveness and like open-minded to things, but like that's drag events should not be a place that you take a child to. Just in my personal opinion. Uh, yeah. All right. Would you take your? I know your daughter's too young to understand it, but like people take their toddlers to these things. Would you take your child to a drag event? I'm not trying to like set you up here or anything, but just like really,
I'm indifferent.
what's that mean?
Like, would I? Probably not. But
But
who am I to judge?
well, I understand what you're saying, and everybody has the right to raise their children how they want to raise their children. But I just think that there are better ways to go about it, and maybe the family-friendly drag event is not a good way of doing it. Maybe take them to the park, take them to
Yeah.
Billy Bob's Wonderland,
Agreeable.
take them to the Science Museum or something. Like teach them something that's not like a full-grown man who identifies however they choose to, strutting around provocatively in ways that only generally adults up until like 5 years ago, if that, maybe 2 years ago, only adults would go to these drag events, like these like burlesque shows and things. Granted, like I'm sure these men, I should say, these entertainers, these performers, we'll put it at that. Maybe they're not getting naked, but just the whole everything that surrounds it. How should I just? The whole thing is just kind of gross to me. Let's put it that way. Sure, if you're 18, go, do it, but like, don't take the kids to it. Don't spoil their minds on it, because that's not good. Let the kids be kids. How about that? As of, here we go. I'll hop into politics just a little bit once more here. Yesterday it was announced that the White House is asking Congress for $37.7 billion in Ukraine aid. So, sorry, millennial voters. I know you wanted student loan forgiveness, but the best I can do is World War III and $37 billion more to Zelensky. It's President Biden. I think somebody bought a blue check mark for $8 and it posed as Biden saying that, but yeah, it's crazy how much money has been going to Ukraine when they could stay here in America. That's a whole other subject and issue to get into, but I don't know. I think we should focus on taking care of our people here before singing it elsewhere, whether that's for legitimate reasons or if it's being laundered or washed or however. A combination of maybe all three.
I'm not very political.
All right, bro. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to say anything. Just like, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, I'd like to here. Maybe I'd ask Siri. How much money has the United States given Ukraine?
Here's what I found from csis.org. The United States has provided approximately $800 million in military assistance to Ukraine, which includes small arms, counter-narcotics efforts, training programs, and military advisors to support and improve the Ukrainian forces, among others.
Yeah, wild. $800 million, bro. So they can give them $800 million, but they can't forgive people's student loans. Yeah, they can't help the homeless people. They can't give everyone free health care in the United States. And they can't take care of people who are on Social Security disability that actually like need it, or people that are fighting for it. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy, son.
I agree.
I don't know. Times we're living in. Next up, Andy Frasco announced that his band, and Big Something are going to be doing a Wild West tour for the spring, it looks like. Early spring. Too bad they can't do that on the East Coast. You like Andy Frasco?
I've never been to any of his shows,
Oh,
but
of course.
I heard he's like the best hype man.
Yeah, he's a pretty good hype man for sure. Yeah. Yeah, keeps the crowd going, gets them hyped up, gets them entertained.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, Andy Frasco, of course. I know you like Big Something, representing the merch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, show it
Every
off,
day.
show it off, bling bling.
Every day.
Represent, guys. Yeah, that one
Every
right
single
there.
day, bro. Every day.
Of course, what else? What other kinds of Big Something merch you got on? You're like the biggest fanboy of Big Something, aren't you? I don't mean that in a bad way. That's a compliment.
I don't know, man. There could be other people who are in the what fam.
Yeah, I don't know. That's we might have to take a poll and like figure out
Oh,
who these
yeah.
other top candidates are.
I probably wouldn't even be in top 15.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe you're just because you're like the only one I know that's super hyped up on Big Something. I like Big Something too. Don't get me wrong, but like, man, you've got a collection of Big Something merchandise and memorabilia that is one of a kind, I should say.
I'm trying to.
You know, that's how it starts. You gotta
It's
build that
commitment,
collection up.
man.
It's commitment. It's being there at the shows.
It's yeah, man. It's a whole experience, man.
Right? It is certainly an experience, and those guys are real cool. They always keep it real, and man, they fucking rock too.
No,
Stuff like that.
I've been to a whole bunch of live shows in my life, man.
And
But
can you count all your Big Something shows?
isn't it 20s? That's all I
in the
know at
20s?
this point. Yeah.
That's your BS count.
Yeah.
I forgot my BS count at some point, but it's probably in the 20s somewhere by now. I've been seeing them since 2015 or 2016.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
So-
little behind, but
You gotta start somewhere, dude. Hey, think
Oh,
there's
yeah.
other people out there right now who have never heard of Big Something before, and they're just now finding them, and they're like, "Hey, why haven't I heard any of their music? I'm been behind the glass and I cannot see." Yes, Big Something, Andy Frasco. Tell you, I saw Andy Frasco for the first time and the only time at Groovin' with the Grove in like 2019. And talking about him being a hype man, he was excellent. He put on a killer show, and it had a smile on my face, and I thought it was really cool. It left a lasting impression. And he actually came to Charleston and played in maybe 2020, the year after that, yeah, at October West. And I had set it up to actually have an interview with him. Like, contacted him, had been DMing him on Instagram as well, talking to him, and it ended up getting planned out that it was the same weekend as Groovin', and I basically I canceled my interview with Andy Frasco to go to Groovin'.
nice.
It's nice. Looking back on it, it's probably a bad idea, and he did say, he's like, you should just like come, like hang out, like we'll meet, and you could go to your festival like the next day. I was like, yeah, bro, but like I gotta show my support for Fletcher's. That's how I found out about you to begin with. And like I gotta be up there on Friday or something like that, And yeah, it didn't work out. So it's one of those things you look back on, like kind of regret. But I don't know. I might in the future again get to sit down and chat with him.
That'd be fucking
Yeah,
cool.
he likes
man.
Jameson.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we talked about Jameson earlier.
Some good stuff, man.
Yeah. What's so good about Jameson? Tell me. I don't
Smooth.
drink it. It's smooth.
It's smooth.
And it's an Irish whiskey, correct?
Yes.
What would you pair it with? Or is it smooth enough you just drink it on its own with a little bit of ice
I'll drink it
on the rocks?
on the rocks for sure.
Okay.
Ginger ale is a good side drink with it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like ginger ale with Jameson.
Yeah.
I'll always preach that.
Ginger ale and Jameson.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind. We ran out here earlier. There was just a little bit left that Lair got a shot of, but I had mine. Where's that now? A little bit of this watered down Jim Beam, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I drank some Southern Comfort yesterday when I was here, and it had a really weird taste that I didn't ever remember Southern Comfort having. Then again, I don't drink very often, so this tastes more along the lines of what I enjoy. Though I like Maker's Mark. Yeah, I'll drink some Maker's Mark. I like whiskey sours, preferably if I'm gonna drink any sort of alcohol or moonshine, because I've had some really good moonshine before that actually doesn't give me a hangover. You can drink it all night long, wake up the next morning, and not have a hangover.
Nice.
It's crazy. Yeah, but I guess it's because it's maybe just so pure, or maybe it just doesn't have any, I don't know, like extra like toxins or bad things in the alcohol that might cause your body to feel the way that it would. Yeah.
Probably.
Let's see. Back in the back room there, they've got this little cooler. It's like a Jaeger cooler. And they've got this jar of moonshine that has these grapes in it that are about like that big around. And they've got some kind of weird name to the grape I'd never heard of before. But Yeah, it said it would be good within 6 months of the date. And when I looked at the date on the bottle, it said 2015. So it's definitely nice and aged now that you should probably try a drink maybe at one point.
It's probably something I should just steer really far away from.
Steer away from is like no drinks for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well it is 12 o'clock. Did you have some stories you wanted to talk about?
Nothing in particular, really.
Nothing in particular.
Nothing interesting has really happened in my
Nothing
life
interesting.
for the past couple of months. Bought a house, but
Yeah, bought a house. Hey, congratulations. That's
Yeah.
excellent.
appreciate it.
Yes, moving up in the world, bro.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Hey, those are big steps, bro. Some big
Yeah.
steps, yeah. That's like you're buying a house. That's a moment in your life you'll always look back on and remember as you get older. Like when you moved into the place, how it looked, all the stresses that you went through.
Oh, yeah.
All the challenges and things, and then finally getting the house and moving in. It's like saying, "This is your home." Yeah, I can walk around butt ass naked in here. Nobody's gonna say anything,
And they don't.
and they don't. Right? Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's exhilarating. It is.
Yeah, congratulations.
It'll
What
feel
else?
it'll feel a whole lot better as soon as it's paid off.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it's paid off, I'm like, this is mine. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
no obligation. Like I can do whatever I want
Mm-hmm.
within city code limitations, obviously. But
Right.
yeah, I feel a whole lot better.
Nice.
And then buy
nice.
another one, sell the other one, or give it to my kid. You know,
Right.
just be nice to give her something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, just try to go little bits at a time. Just take it slow.
That's good. Anything else going on?
No,
Yeah. How about your radio show at WTSQ?
I haven't really been up there in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just working, being a dad,
Mm-hmm.
having all the other hobbies that I do.
Yeah.
It's just hard to keep up. Mainly a work issue.
Mhm.
There's not a consistent schedule for me to be able to plan around. You know, it's just always spontaneous week to week. So
Right. You think you'd have the time to at least make a playlist from home and still have it played each week, whether or not you could be there? Or do you just have too much going on?
if I dedicated my time to, I probably could for sure.
Right.
But my issue is that I don't want to just like throw something together. Like I want it to mean something.
Mm-hmm.
And like for it to mean something, it's just like songs I listen to throughout the week that I really have to focus on. Like, you know,
Right.
go back and be like, what songs have I listened to the most this week? Like, how am I feeling generally this week? And then try to make a playlist out of that.
Right.
Like, that's how I want to do it. Like, if you're asking me, like, oh, can you do it? Like, well, yeah, anybody can just like pick these 7 or 8 songs to make an hour.
Right.
You know, it's like that's simple. But
Of course.
to
but-
put that feeling in it, to make it mean something, takes a lot more.
Yeah, certainly. You know, whenever I had my show, there were times that sometimes I'd work on it throughout the week and a certain feeling that I had, but generally, like my show was on Saturdays, and sometimes it'd be like Thursday or Friday night. I'd just sit down and like crack a beer open, burn one, and get working on a playlist. And I'd go through like things I'd listened to throughout the week, or maybe like songs that had been stuck in my head, and pull those up. Sometimes it'd be things that I'd already played on there. But generally, yeah, I try to keep with the sort of flow with the music that I played as well, because I was all over the place. Like I said, like rock, hip hop, reggae, funk, blues,
Right.
bluegrass. Like I played all kinds of stuff, but I felt like in a way, you really need to make that music flow. It couldn't just be. There's a radio station in Charleston, and they've switched it now, but it used to be like the tailgate radio station. It was like 106.3. Maybe they call it the tailgate radio station, and they'd play like a country song with like a hip hop song after that, and then like maybe like a rock song after that, like back to back, like tailgate music that you're gonna listen to while you're partying. And like even though that may work, I just didn't seem to think that really flowed correctly. It's like sure it works for
Right.
them, and for it's Matt Murphy. You know who Matt Murphy is, right? Matt
Sure
Murphy used to be at WTSQ. He may still be down there, but now he works for V100. And actually on Wednesday nights, shout out to Matt Murphy. Matt's he's DJing down at the Red Carpet Lounge on the East End for Women's Wednesday with V100.
Nice.
Yeah, so Matt Murphy, I get back to you with Matt. Oh, it threw me off. Something with Matt and something with WTSQ. Maybe he'll come back to me here in just a minute. We were talking about music that flow. Oh, Matt told me that that tailgate radio station was pretty much just like a server in a closet down there at the V100 studios. Yeah, he's like, it's such a like a small radio station, if you even want to call it that, because there's no DJ on it. It was just auto DJ regularly playing. You know, like pre-built playlists that they probably send in from like some bigger city, you know, and say like, here's what you got to play, like 102 is, or you know, any of those other top 40 stations sort of thing.
They have some bops on there sometimes.
They have some what?
I said they have some bops on there sometimes.
Some bops.
Yep.
Yeah, I bop with it. All right. Hey, Johnny, how long have we been going for, man?
He said not long enough, bro.
Not long enough. It feels like we've been going definitely 30 minutes, maybe 45. How many people are watching there, Alex? One? It's probably me. Huh? What'd you say? You sound like the teacher from the Peanuts. Sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. Hama 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 hama.
Oh my God.
It's more like it. The hamna 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 is kind of like Boomhauer, isn't it? Hey man, you know, try to get with a softball man.
I'm like him right now.
Boomhauer. He named
No, I'm like
Bonehauer. You
Mr.
feel
Bones
Mr.
over here.
Bones. Yeah. He's hanging in tight. Mr. Bones. He's kind of spooky, isn't he? It's you and me, bro. That's what we are. You get that wide shot.
He's a skeleton.
Yeah, so are you.
Yeah, but I have a lot more on me than him.
Not much.
What? How you gonna do me like that, man?
I joke. I kid.
No, dude, really. I eat like I have a black hole inside of me.
Like you got a hollow leg?
A black hole.
Black hole. Yeah,
Inside of me.
Yeah, I heard that. Like where it goes through one side and out the other.
No, it just gets sucked in and just never comes out, man. Like,
yeah, my grandfather always used to tell me I ate like I had a peg leg. Like a hollow leg.
what the fuck does that even mean?
It means the food goes down into my leg. Because it's hollow.
What?
Yeah. It's like
Good
saying
one.
you're a pretty fart smeller.
I'm a pretty smart fella, bro.
You're damn right. Yeah, lights are really setting the mood in here. Got these oranges and reds and greens that keep transitioning back and forth. I'm really digging it.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, shout out to Larry, shout out to Johnny for getting all this set up. Of course, we helped out a little bit, but you know, we're still trying to learn how to get some of this stuff set up and all the gear in place.
I didn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, I saw
moved
you.
the couch.
You just watched.
What? I moved the couch and then I sat on it, man.
Yeah, we moved the couch down here, moved the chair out here, and get some of these lights up in place here. It's a sweet setup, of course. You all watching, this is, we are at the shop, which is in Dunbar, West Virginia. I'd say it's probably Charleston or Charleston's extended Charleston. It's Dunbar's newest music venue, I'll tell you that. And I'd say it's definitely Charleston's newest music venue around. What would you say?
I would say that we need more music venues around.
We need more music venues around. We need larger music venues. And although the shop is, well, it's not huge. It's it's got more square feet than some of the other venues in downtown Charleston. So I think I'm not 100% positive. Johnny, we need a fact check. Not 100% positive, but it may have more floor space than the glass does. When you think about the glass, there's only so much space in there, and I think this one has it with the length more than the width.
It's a pretty decent space, man.
It is. It's a pretty decent space. The sound is awesome in here too. They've got the best audio equipment in here around.
I'm gonna say
Everything's very professional.
the acoustics is the best part.
The
for me.
acoustics are great. Man, they can really rock it out in here too. And of course the lighting, everything's perfect in here. This isn't no like bullshit lighting that you can get off of Amazon or Walmart for that point. Of course, we've got the stage here and the backdrop on the stage. Tomorrow night here at the shop, we've got Mama Said String Band and Emmy Davis that's going to be performing here. I think that starts at 8 o'clock. Also, Holly Forbes is going to be joining them tomorrow night. Oh, awesome. Okay, so Holly Forbes, Emmy Davis, and
Oh, wow.
Mama Said String Band. Of course, Holly Forbes, she was on The Voice. Yeah, did you know
Was?
that?
I did.
Yeah, she's on Team Ariana, too.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know if they'll want to sit down and chat tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. We can talk about that.
That'd be cool.
You know, it's interesting, all the people that are very, like, talented musicians that make it and come out of West Virginia. And we would go back, like, Bill Withers, or more recently, here, Holly Forbes, or Landau Eugene Murphy Jr. He won the America's Got Talent, or maybe it was The Voice also. Was she on The Voice, or was it America's Got Talent? I think it was The Voice.
Fact check.
Yeah, Johnny, we need a fact
Fact
check. I know, I'm just joking. Here we go. We'll look it up here real quick. I think it was The Voice that she was on. Do it here real quick. But yeah, Holly, very talented singer-songwriter from here in West Virginia. I met her back in my days at WTSQ, and real sweet woman. Very nice. And of course, Emmy Davis, she's real cool too. We had her and Mama Said String Band here back in March or February or something like that. We sat down and talked with them for a little bit. So that'll be a great show. If you all like bluegrass, make sure you come out and see it and pack out the house. Holly Forbes was on The Voice. Yeah, and yeah, you can find us at liveattheshop.com. You can also find us on Instagram at liveattheshop. And find out you can check out the Grassroots Variety. I think I've got it as the Grassroots Variety Hour. I don't know. You can check out my Facebook page though, Grassroots 304 Podcast. I think that's what it is now. It's been a moment since I got on there and accessed it, but now that we're back in the saddle again, I'm going to start posting to that regularly. Check out my Instagram at Mike Grassroots, and check out Alex on Instagram. Give your stuff. Give your shout outs.
I don't even remember my Instagram handle.
Alex
if I'm
is
being
like
honest.
at Garcia Vega on Instagram. Also, you can check out his photography page on Facebook and YouTube, or not Facebook and YouTube, Facebook and Instagram at ANG Photography. What's the N stand for? Nicholas, right? Yeah, Alexander Nicholas Garcia. Make sure to check him out. He is starting out laughing at me. Hey, that's a very nice name, sir. Very distinguished.
It's a mouthful.
What? It's a mouthful? Should it have been something more like Hispanically correct than Alexander Nicholas?
Could have been.
Like Jose Cuervo Garcia.
Good Lord, Mike Grass.
Cheers to that. You ain't got nothing left, dude.
I just
The
didn't
water's on
need.
the floor.
I just didn't need two first names.
You didn't need to.
Thanks, Mom. Appreciate it.
No, I was named after my mom.
I wasn't.
Yeah, Michael was my mom's middle name, and then Thomas is my dad's middle name. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, she's Michelle Michael, and dad's John Thomas.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my parents' name here. First, right back on and dropping details on my folks. Anyways, hey, like, make sure to put your parents' name on here.
Here's
Give
my
their date
social
of birth
security
and their
number.
Social security number. Yeah.
Here's
where
my
they
credit
live
card
at,
number.
What's their blood count, or what's their blood type?
Do you know your blood type?
I believe it's O positive.
Why are you giving out information?
Because why not? Fuck, are they gonna come
Okay.
clone me?
I'm an A plus.
I'm the one and only,
A
baby.
plus.
Can't clone Mike G. One and only, baby. You don't know me.
I'll take the one that I got.
I want to be all right. There ain't enough room in this world for another Mike Grass. Although there are other Michael Grasses here in the United States. I had to do something with my taxes a few years back and like let them know who like which Michael Grass I was specifically because there was another one and like
Really?
so yeah, somewhere in the Midwest. Yeah, it's like that's what my social's for. That's how you all I tell you my social. You know who I am. Here's my address.
Right.
Live at 123 Pleasant Street, Morgantown, West Virginia. Shout out to 123. Have you ever been to Pleasant Street? 123 Pleasant Street, Morgantown.
We were there together.
Were we? For what?
The Big Something show, and
Nah.
it was August 27th and 28th.
You went up by yourself, didn't you? You went up with friends, didn't you?
I went up with friends, but
Okay.
you showed up.
We did
one
show
of the
up.
nights.
That was the day we drove back from Florida from our vacation. Yeah.
I said, fuck it, let's drive some more all the way up.
Yeah, drove back home, got there, then slept that night, then got up and did some shit in the day, then drove up to
Hell
Morgantown
no.
to go see. I was like, hey, why not? We just
Oh, no.
did like 8 hours the day before to go. Let's stop in South Carolina and then drive up from there. But
Bro, if I just came back from a trip like that and I went to sleep, I ain't getting up.
no, that's, oh, yeah,
It's going to be nighttime by the time I get back
well,
up,
we
bro.
didn't just get back. We got home the day before because they did the 2 shows up there. Remember?
So you stayed home the first day, then
yeah, we
drove
got
up the
back
second
like
day?
we got back like the Friday or the Saturday,
Yeah, no,
whatever it
that's-
was, and
yeah,
we
that's not
drove
that
up the
bad.
next day for it. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, big something, fuck yeah, let's do it.
No, I thought you were talking about you made this whole one-way trip
Nah,
from
not
Florida to
one way.
Morgantown and then
there's-
back to
nah,
Charleston. Like,
nah, I can't
oh
do
my
that.
God, bro.
Ain't no way. I like big something a lot, but like I like my sleep too, my beauty rest.
I don't sleep when I'm at home half of the time, bro.
I do.
I
sleep
try.
like a solid 7, sometimes 8 hours.
I try, and then I hear the sound of the ceiling fan. It just, clicks. Yeah. So then I'll just fucking lay there, and I'm like, great. Like, it's a nice white noise to have, but at the same time, like, I just keep focusing on it, and I can't sleep.
It's
Like,
funny.
it sucks. Get, like, no sleep.
Get your ass up out of bed then. Go do something. Put in the work. Get on Grand Theft Auto and start betting up some some tokens, some chips, and the high rollers.
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Alex here, we like to play GTA 5 online together, and we'll get on there and go to the casino. And Alex, Johnny, check this out. Alex will get on there, and he will start out with, I don't know, what, 20,000 chips, 50,000?
50.
50. He will make 1 million chips on there. He will win 1 million chips within playing in just like a couple hours. This dude, he just goes balls to the wall. It's nuts.
I just bet everything because it's not real life.
Well, he says he bets everything because it's not real life.
I'm like, fuck it, dude. Like, either I'm going to get lucky or I'm not.
Right.
Then, like, hey,
So I'm like, well, let's go out to the dog track then. Like, you're gonna bet money like that? Like, just got to start with like $100.
I will be homeless within probably a
exactly.
half hour.
Yeah.
It's-
Hey, you go big or go home, bro. You
Look,
gotta
in
play to
real
win,
life,
right?
that's not really an option.
We should really do that though. We should go out there sometime. Just take like a little bit of cash. throw around.
$20. I'll take
$20.
$20.
Nah, bro. Like you'll be done and out. You can't even get like a drink for
The
$20
most I'm
over there.
taking is 100.
You're gonna have
That's
to sneak
it.
some PBRs in your pants.
Bro, I'm cheap as fuck with everything, man.
And you like come over there, like get a little bit of cash, come over there like a couple $100.
Look, $100. I go in, I lose it. I don't, I get more. The first big win I get, I'm fucking out, bro.
It's like peace out, I'm done.
Yeah, I ain't,
We can just think it's like Grand Theft Auto 5 and yeah.
this is not a video game.
Although they're not going to give you 50,000 tokens or like I call them tokens, chips to start out with. You need 50,000 cash, or maybe they'll have a wheel in there. You could spin it. You could spin the wheel. Maybe you might win 20, 50. Maybe you'll even win the car.
I don't think any casino
Yeah.
anywhere on earth is going to give anybody anything for free.
Of course, nothing in life is for free.
Unless you're already paying for it, and then they call it complimentary. It's like you just spent $15,000 on a room, right?
It's just embedded into the price.
It's like, hey, here's this complimentary mint under your pillow or on top of your pillow or wherever the fuck they put it. I don't
right,
care.
or it's like going to like,
Complimentary. It's like I just paid you $15,000 to sleep in this bed. Like that's ridiculous.
yeah.
It's like I paid for everything. Fuck you. Complimentary my ass.
Well, I'll tell
Bring me
you
the whole
what,
fucking box of mints, man. I want all of them.
tell you what, if we ever raise enough money, we get monetized or something, we'll do one of those videos like Mr. Beast, and we'll stay in like different rooms for different prices. Yeah, we'll flip a coin, and like whoever flips, whoever gets heads or tail, like we'll pick one or the other, and like we do like the high end room. Somebody will have to get like all the high end rooms, and somebody else have to take all like the shitty low end rooms. Yeah. Best places to stay in the world and worst places to stay in the world.
Good lord.
Maybe cheapest places to stay in the world versus like most expensive places to stay in the world.
Let's go do a live stream at
We can do it right here in Charleston. We don't have to go around.
we could go do a live stream at the lunatic asylum, man.
Yeah. Get loony at the lunatic asylum. Where's that place at? Lewisburg?
Isn't it Weston?
I don't know. Is that like Weston right outside of Morgantown?
I'm pretty sure the lunatic asylum is in Weston.
Isn't it Martinsburg? Is that the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum? Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know shit about fuck,
Maybe
bro.
New Martinsburg? Here, how about this? We got technology.
Hell yeah.
Where is the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum located?
Here's what I found.
Oh, jeez. Weston, you're right. 83 miles. Well, that's closer than I thought, actually.
It's like, what, an hour and 20-some minutes if you go without traffic jams?
You could just, like, hit I-79 and speed 80 miles an hour all the way up there. And you get to Clarksburg, like, slow down a little bit. And
Would you do it, though? Would you go in the lunatic asylum for, like,
why not?
5 or 6 hours?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to go at nighttime?
What do you think I'm gonna fucking go in the daytime? Like, that's
Yeah.
just the intro. Like, oh, we're up here at the lunatic asylum in Weston, West Virginia. And then,
What
like,
else?
the crazy shit happens. And then we
Yeah.
go inside, and it's just raw footage of us maybe possibly having a heart attack
Okay.
or nothing happening at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. We'll have to get some of those little, detectors, something like that detects frequencies in the air. Or some
See,
shit.
those things that make noise already freak me out, bro.
You
Like,
could download one of those apps on your phone that's like plays
that's-
white noise back
that's
to you.
fucking-
You can do
that's-
that.
that's
Yeah, just ask you
malarkey,
questions.
bro.
It's malarkey. Don't tell Asher's girlfriend that; she'll kill you.
Oh, good God, bro.
Yeah, we were down in Charlotte for his show back in May, and we were actually at the cemetery of a famous preacher. I'm trying to think what his name is now. He's from Charlotte. Billy.
You're just going to random cemeteries out of state.
Well, it was right downtown. Okay, so we were staying right downtown and right kind of across. It wasn't across the street, but like I don't know, a block or two over was the cemetery. We were trying to find some place to go smoke at because there were a bunch of bums out front of the Marriott where we were staying at, and we didn't feel comfortable smoking there. And plus, they also locked down the flipping. It's like the outside area that's up on like the second floor that you can go smoke at, or like at least go stand outside at. That's off from their, brain farting here. Off from the gym, off from the workout room. Had the door locked, so we couldn't go out there. So we found ourselves at this cemetery down the street there. It was Billy Graham's family cemetery. You know who Billy Graham is?
That sounds familiar.
He's a famous preacher, Christian preacher. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina. But anyways, went to his family cemetery. We were walking around in there, burning one down or two or maybe three down. And Asher's girlfriend, she had this app on her phone that did some sort of, I don't know, like red paranormal activity or I'm not really sure all about it. Maybe we
An
could look
app?
into it. There's an app, yes.
Man,
And of course, you can't like
no.
believe everything, of course.
No, I'm
but
not believing a
I
fucking
thought
phone
it
app
was-
for
I thought it was
anything
kinda
related to
cool.
that.
I thought it was kind of cool.
I mean, I'm
though.
sure it is, but like,
Right.
I'm sure it's exaggerated.
Well, if you want to go out and buy some of those machines that can read frequencies and shit, I'm sure that costs a lot of money. But like, you got to start somewhere,
Right. So it's not gonna be a fucking free app on a phone, bro.
Yeah, well, obviously, but I'm not touching the mic. I'm not touching the mic, motherfucker. Obviously, not touching the mic.
Not even just a little bit.
Like obviously that thing probably isn't real. Like obviously it's probably not real and it doesn't work the way that it's intended to, or at least the way that they promote it to. But it was still like a fun thought and idea, and we were walking around through there and I actually had like a very calm feeling. It was lit up a little bit, and some of these crypts, I would call it, some of these grave sites, most of them they were all buried above ground. and had like concrete slabs around them. And some were as old as the like mid 1700s that were there. The creepiest thing out of it though were the palmetto bugs that would crawl in and out of the graves, like the shit you'd see on like Beetlejuice, bro.
Count me out, bro.
Yeah. You know what a palmetto bug is, right? Yeah,
They're like gigantic flying roaches.
yeah, they fly.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, so they're big, huge. Well, they're bugs. They look like big, huge fucking roaches, though.
Yeah, they're
And like you see them down in South Carolina, and well, obviously in North Carolina too. But yeah, absolutely, these like think
oh my
bugs.
god.
Yeah, gross. So and the palmetto bugs, they actually like lay their nests in the tree, in the palmetto tree, which is a palm tree, and they like eat the fruit or eat something to come out of it. That's where they get their name from. Makes sense. Anyways, yeah, it was pretty weird to see that, and kind of like creepy crawlies and all that shit, you know.
I'm glad that we do not have them here.
Yeah, it's too cold here for palmetto bugs.
Could you imagine living in Australia?
No, they get some mad insects out there though, like huge flies and
Anything out
parrots
there
and
can kill you,
spider.
bro.
Everything's huge down there.
Walking outside of your house in Australia every day is like a survival mission, probably. So they have fucking spiders that are the size of house cats. Like,
You got a picture of a spider the size of a house cat?
just look it up, bro. Look up these big.
Show me pictures of Australian spider-sized house cats.
You know for a fact that Siri is not gonna know what the fuck you just said.
That was the wrong thing. Show me images of spiders in Australia that are the size of a house cat.
Here are some images of spiders.
Yeah, they
in
showed me
Australia
pictures of
that are the
cats.
size of a house cat on the web.
Yeah, it's Australia.
Siri's like spiders with house
the size
cats.
of a
Here,
house cat. Yeah, so they're wrong.
here's house cats.
The biggest one I see is like one that's covering this dude's palm. It's probably about like a 50-cent piece in the middle of his hand.
I didn't say how old the house cat had to be, bro. It could be a kitten, but that fucking
be a
spider
kitten,
is still the
that's fine.
same fucking size as that kitten.
Right.
It's still terrifying. It's like, oh yeah, no problem. This spider's just bigger than my whole fucking hand.
Right.
Like imagine,
Huge.
like look, put your hand on your face.
Like tarantulas are
That fucking
big, though.
thing
You
would
could-
cover your face.
Yeah.
No.
I saw actually it reminds me, I saw an ugly picture of this guy that had his face tattooed. And he was a spider like this. And it's like, why would you do that?
Like a Alien versus Predator type deal.
It's like a spider extended out. Like his nose was the spider's body, and then the spider's legs are spread out across his face like this. And it's like, man, like you're gonna be like forever working at McDonald's for the rest of your life, bro. Like nobody's ever gonna hire your ass unless you're like obviously like a tattoo artist or something. Sure, but like you're never gonna be like you're not gonna shoot for that VIP executive position, are you? With the face tat like that, unless it's like for Hot Topic or something. Maybe I don't know.
I bet you there is somebody that probably did that in real life.
What?
Like
Go.
just covered in face tattoos, like rich CEO now.
Rich CEO, it's possible. I mean, anybody can make it to the top. You just gotta work hard. You gotta be passionate about your craft and the art, and yeah, put in the work and the dedication to
100%.
it. And if you believe in yourself, then you know it'll come, and you won't have to worry about it.
Well, you,
You definitely gotta fucking put in the work, though.
oh yeah, for sure.
Just like this podcast, you know, we did this a little bit back at the beginning of the year. And then I took the time off throughout the spring and the summer, and you know, I really enjoyed doing this. Even now, like I don't really have a problem being on camera, but it was really just weird in the beginning. Maybe it's like I don't know, us sitting at the bar, not really having more of a relaxed environment to be in. I mean, I really like this and I enjoy this, so I hope that we can continue setting it up like this up front here, or even doing it in the back. But you know, enjoy the screen back there, and you know, we got the guitars lined up here, of course, the cats, and Mr. Bones joining us as well. Yeah, I enjoy it. So we're going to continue doing this every Wednesday. Although next Wednesday we're not going to be doing it. We're going to be taking off for Thanksgiving, but we'll be back the following Wednesday for another one. I believe tomorrow that if I can get the musicians to sit down and have an interview, maybe we'll chat for a little bit. You think you're going to be here?
I
Maybe,
probably
maybe not.
could. Just depends on how tired I am.
And you can come get some shots and always add that to your portfolio.
Huh, that's true.
So, and here's some great music too. I mean, aside
Oh,
from
yeah.
getting
Always.
some shots. Yeah, I want to do this regularly and keep it going and make something out of it. I think we've got a good thing going on here, and we've got a great amount of support from people around us too, between our friends and our family, and even people that we don't know that tune in and watch this as well. So, yeah, I think it's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Me
Can
too,
only go
man.
up, man.
Nowhere but up.
Yeah, well, it is 12:30, and the only thing going up from here is the time as it goes. I'm not really too tired yet. I think I'm still hyped up on the caffeine a little bit.
I can't relate.
Yeah, well, it's like I shouldn't drink soda after like 10 o'clock. But I feel like I'm old saying that. I shouldn't drink soda after 10 o'clock. It'd keep me awake. But it's so true. If I drink like Milo sweet tea after 9 or 10 o'clock, I just got this like sugar rush. That's why I could stay up and play games till fucking like 2 or 3.
You know, it's on Wheel of Fortune comes on.
7.
You're a little bit old, bro.
Yeah, what comes on before Wheel of Fortune? Maybe Wheel of Fortune comes on first, and then after Wheel of Fortune is Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's one or the other. Hey, it's kind of off topic, but not. Back in high school, there was a friend of mine that was just kind of like my neighbor and a close friend of mine too. And her and her family, they would sit down and they would watch Jeopardy together every night, no matter what. That was like family time. And they all had to quit what they were doing. Like kids would have to come in and they'd sit down and watch Jeopardy together every night. And I always thought that was such a cool thing because like my parents never did anything like that. Maybe they'd sit down and watch NASCAR together on Sunday, but they weren't making us boys sit there and do it together. It's just one of those things of instilling like a family value that you just don't really see too often anymore.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
For sure. So, anything else you want to cover real quick before we hop off here? It's 12:37. It's officially Friday, November 18th. Got
I hope everybody enjoys their weekend.
Yeah, enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there.
I'll be working.
You'll be working?
Except Sunday. Sunday's football.
Yeah. Who's playing on Sunday?
Everybody.
Everybody. Who you rooting for?
My team.
Who's your team, bro?
The Patriots, bro.
The Patriots. Who plays on the Patriots that you really like?
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Well, it's somebody that our coach won't put in as much as I'd like him to.
Yeah, who is it?
Zappy.
Zappy.
He's our backup quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, so why don't you think that they put him in as much as they should?
Because Mac Jones is the starting quarterback.
Okay. So if you're going to put some money down, who's it going to be on, Mac Jones or Zappy? Or does it count because they both play for the same team?
I mean, if we're talking about the two individual players, I'm putting it on Zappy 100%.
Zappy. I think I would put my money on Zappy too, just because his name is Zappy. You don't even have to tell me his player
Don't worry,
stats.
be Zappy, bro.
Right.
No, he's proven time and time again that he's clutch in crucial situations. So it's important.
Well, you hear from Alex. If you're wanting to place any bets this week, this Sunday on the who is it again?
Don't do that.
Tampa Bay.
What? No, that's
Who is it?
The Patriots.
Patriots. There you go. Yeah, put your money down on Zappy.
Well, he probably won't play at all.
Probably won't play. So much for that. Then you can always hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I do every time I watch them play.
Well, yeah, great show. Thanks for coming on. We'll go ahead and round it out here, but thanks for everybody for watching. Again, check out the Grassroots 304 podcast. You can find my Facebook page at Grassroots 304 podcast. Check out Alex A&G Photography.
It's on Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram.
I don't have shit on my Instagram. Don't even try.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, let's see. Check out my YouTube channel. You can find me on YouTube at Mike Grass. I put this cool vlog out back like last month, 2 months ago, of our Mountain Music Fest video. Our Mountain Music Fest vlog. I'm getting my words tied up here, but it was a lot of fun. Showcasing some of the fun things that we do there and the shit that we do, the fun that we have, the people that make Mountain Music Festival, and yeah, I had so much footage. It had to be 2 videos for it. So if you want to check it out, go check it out, and come out and see Mama Said String Band again tomorrow night. Emmy Deal, Holly Forbes here at the shop in Dunbar, West Virginia. Support live local music. And yeah, be safe. And we won't see you next week, but we will see you the following week afterwards. So have a great Thanksgiving if you're celebrating Thanksgiving. Spend time with your friends and family. Don't go out and fight people on Black Friday for that awesome TV deal or electronic deal. And yeah, spread love. Be good to one another. We'll see you next week. Peace out, guys. See you in 2 weeks. Peace out, guys. Peace out, Alex.